a hella bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat and we're gonna smash. Come on in, I can show you that we're open. Shoe polish on our signs cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bringing out the big guns when we coming through. Welcome to the stage. Come on, enjoy the taste. Hurry up, don't come and last. You know we love it the sacred stage.
Hello, live here from Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. I'm Christian Cortez. To my right is
Michael Zapsik.
And I'm Julia Zapsik.
here bringing filling in this week for you guys. We are here to bring you a lot of fun. Some
And I'm
great
God.
news, and the voice of God is always with us, as is always.
What's going on, gents?
All right.
I'm the camera today. This is nice. Y'all, the lunatics are running the asylum today.
That's right. We've got a lot of fun stuff for you today. We've got some news regarding some shows, some unfortunate bad news regarding layoffs in with Sony and EA. And then we got some other fun stuff going on for you today. Johnny, how was your week today? How has it been with logistics in the store?
It was a little slow on Monday, right? But it picked up, and then you could look around, and it's a little wild right now. And yeah. Oh, Richard Lewis died. That's sad.
Oh man.
The comedian.
Yeah. That's
Enthusiasm. He was fucking funny.
he was funny in Robin Hood Men in Tights, right? He played the
oh, so good.
he was the
So good.
yeah.
That's a fantastic movie.
But he wasn't that old, but I think he was sick, so that sucks. Yeah, so what's up, Jack? I mean, Julia?
Nothing much, Mike. Just nothing new.
Chilling?
I mean, yeah, we got a big collection in. That's what we've been busy doing the past couple days. Get curated boxes together. Other than that, same
Nice.
stuff. Yeah,
Johnny, word on the street is you're going to start fishing again this year?
Yes. I have to leave the casinos alone a little bit. You know, it's I'm not saying it's getting out of hand, but it's might be getting out of hand. And
just a little bit.
so yeah, so let's just talk about the dangers of gambling a little bit, all right?
I don't know if the see below for Gamblers Hotline.
I want everyone who's watching.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Is it fun? Yeah, it's fun. But you know, it's fun when you win, but you don't win, all the time. The reality is you win maybe, you go 10 times, you might win twice, and then the other times you just
This
get
is
beat
where
up.
we trigger the more you know.
You get beat up. And so yeah, I mean, do I say don't go to casinos? I'm just trying to say that if you're gonna gamble, go to Harrah's, Trop, or Caesars and tell them I sent you.
I've actually been
Only
curious,
quitters quit,
though.
baby.
Yes,
You got to stay at the table to
yes.
win it all.
But I am gonna go easy. Me and somebody else, we're gonna go easy. I don't want to say anybody's names, but we're gonna go easy, baby.
Oh my God, he brought it back himself.
It's his own catchphrase. It's like a pull string if you had it.
I'm not used to
You're
holding
my
the mic like
favorite
this.
deputy, baby.
Do you want to switch?
Yeah. Let me switch. I think I like that one.
You
better.
switch it? Oh, okay.
Well, you can't-
technical dispute.
Oh my God.
Johnny's going to be
If you
sliding.
move that fucking
He's
microphone,
going to move the microphone
I'm not gonna move it.
regardless.
I won't move it. I swear. All right, I feel.
I'm tuning in just to say if you move that fucking microphone, it's the end. And I'm not throwing out any shit for you either.
Come on. I love you, man. You're you're awesome. I'm not the whatchamacallit. I'm a good guy.
Oh, don't leave me out of that one, John.
So yeah, so if you're gonna gamble, just gamble responsibly.
Johnny told me he's going to start reading a large collection of comic books that just came in through the store, and we were actually going to test him tonight to see his basic knowledge, just to see if he can decide who's Marvel and who's DC.
Well, let's ask Johnny this first. Who's your favorite superhero?
Well, I would have to say that the movie, as far as a movie that I enjoyed in my adulthood, it would have to be The Punisher with Thomas Jane. That was probably my favorite adulthood superhero movie.
So all time, you would say though, Punisher is your guy.
Well, yeah, I mean Thomas when Thomas Jane played him, the other guy played him a couple, and the other guys, I think the other guy died. Ray Stevens, or what that was his name. He was okay when he was like the war zone or something, but it was it was Thomas Chan. I was thinking that one because he fought the big wrestler what the hell's his name, Kevin Nash, and he was the Russian.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like that. John Travolta was a pretty good bad guy.
Well, now I know, like, because you tell stories all the time of like you and Kev hanging out, like growing up. But were you now? Kevin obviously was a comic book guy, but were you or not? Really?
Yeah, I mean, I tell this story quite a few times, but like, and I say that the joke is that when Kevin was, we were kids, Kevin was reading, comics, and I was looking at Penthouse. You know what I mean? So I should.
All right.
I should have, maybe I should have paid more attention to the comics. And
Penthouse, baby.
I was reading the stories. I wasn't looking at the pictures.
What kind of stories do they have in Penthouse?
Do
they actually?
Get with
in
the
the old
times,
ones,
bro.
yeah.
They're hardworking people over there.
I got you.
Nah, man, Playboy and those magazines back in the day, like you could publish like really dope short stories. That was kind of
The
how,
about us.
yeah, some that's how sometimes you could like low key start a great writing careers. You put some cool stories in Playboy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. So yeah, Kev was into the Star Wars, and then I was kind of more into like Indiana Jones ish. And in the movie theater in Middletown, when it was still there, it was we used to sneak from theater to theater, and you know what I mean. It was
Sure.
It was fun. It was good times. But I didn't take the comics like seriously, you know what I mean? And it's like Superman from like 78, 79 and like 82, Superman 1, 2, 3, I think it was the last one of them was Richard Pryor was the that's
yeah.
They were fun, but
Like,
otherwise,
regarding the Punisher, on an exciting note, I mean, at least we got John Bernthal coming back in more modern times. He's going to be coming back, I think, making an appearance in Daredevil Born Again, which is hopefully, I think, in production now over at Disney, as well as hopefully getting to see him clash with Echo and Kingpin, as well as hopefully, your boy in Red.
Yeah, see, that just flew right over my head. But that's
Daredevil?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I
Daredevil,
saw Ben.
right?
I saw Ben
All
play
right.
Daredevil.
Okay,
that wasn't
okay.
bad. I mean,
Right.
it wasn't horrible. And then we were watching. It was funny because we watched the other night. We watched Armageddon, and all three of us, watching with her mom and my girl, and when Bruce stays on the asteroid, and he's saying goodbye to his daughter. We all got a little misty-eyed. I mean, they a little more than me.
No, it's all right. It's okay to cry, John.
Johnny just had to throw that in there real quick. He was like, let me just make sure.
Gotta maintain an image.
Yeah, it was yeah. And actually, they say that wasn't a great movie, but I think that was a pretty damn good movie.
What I heard was a terrible movie recently was Madam Web, produced recently by the Sony Marvel aspect of things. I'm not sure what Sony's doing. I know they're laying a ton of people off right now. However, they seem to be laying off the wrong people. And it's not so much the creatives that need to be getting laid off, but maybe some of the suits should reevaluate from the top down. They're pretty sure they're closing an entire studio down in London. And Madam Web was, I think, the worst movie recorded to date with a 13% rating, right behind The Marvels, which was Disney Marvel. I'm not sure what's going on, guys, but hopefully this summer with Deadpool coming out, we can really turn things around. I say we, like I'm a part of them, but you got to manifest it into greatness, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is good. Jesse.
No, I was going to say I haven't even been like watching anything like with Madam Web, just how atrocious it's been, just from what I've heard.
Now that's Marvel.
That's Marvel. Yeah.
It is
So Marvel, but normally Marvel makes better movies than DC, right? It's kind of, sort of.
Well, maybe. Who knows? I mean, they have James Gunn's got Superman over in production right now. I mean, they're not sure what it's going to look like, but it might. If Marvel hits a rough patch, who knows what can happen? How you're going to tilt the scales if you have a new DC built around the foundation of Superman, the way that things should be over there. I mean, who knows where it can go?
I'm just going to say something. I mean, I know you guys don't want to hear this, but maybe they're just jamming too much, superhero shit down everybody's throats. That's why the movie tanked.
Like, you think there's
content?
Too much superhero stuff?
Oh, you guys don't want to hear that shit.
No, unfortunately, it needs to be said. It needs to be heard because I mean, how many movies are they going to make that they, like Batgirl shelved for an insurance claim, or they just let it die, or maybe they just made the movie anyway and it flops. I mean, how many movies are you going to write just for?
Robert Downey Jr. can only be in so many movies, right? I mean, he's getting older.
I mean, his tenure at Marvel is over. I mean, it's been since Endgame at this point. I don't see him coming back at all anytime soon.
If they brought him back, that would be the biggest fucking payday.
It would be a huge payday.
That dude would just... Hi, I'm Robert Downey Jr. and I'm made of money now.
But what about undoing all of the form? I mean, of course, if you get that paycheck, you take it. But what about all the magic that's been undone now? If you just crock it up to the multiverse and you just bring RDJ back, how many times can you kill a character and then bring it back without having any serious repercussions? I mean, if you could just reboot everybody, then what's the point? I mean, after a certain amount of time.
No, right. I agree with you're saying, Matt, because the way I look at it is like Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, like those guys, like multiverse stuff, I don't mind, but it's like for me, I want to be able to see Steve Rogers, Captain America, go up against, Kang the Conqueror or Doctor Doom or something like that, or Tony Stark go up against, whoever the new villains are in the Marvel universe. I mean, if they open up a portal and Tom Cruise comes out with a frickin', with a goatee and he's Iron Man, I mean, I wouldn't be mad because I would still want to see Iron Man, in some form, like in the movie, against these characters. But, yeah,
but what I look at is I see all this around me, and I'm coming up on 10 years since I was, I went on the website and then I came over here. It's got to be close to 3 years now, and just being around, comics and all this stuff, it has to osmosis has to sink in, even if you're fighting it and not fighting it, if you're not into it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you're around it all that time, it's something has to sink in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm still waiting for it to sink in though.
Well, so actually that's a good transition then. So then what got you involved at the Stash then? If you were never the comic guy,
Kev said, Johnny, the website's going to California. You want to work in a store? I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. He's like, you can do it. I'm like, okay. He's like, you either want to work in a store or you want to retire. Either one.
Yeah. Well, now you're coming up on 10 years soon.
Yeah, well, March 17th.
Month, right?
March 17th will be 10 years since I started the website.
It's gonna be on Sunday.
So right now.
Oh, no kidding. Well, early congratulations. That's a huge feat anywhere 10 years.
Yeah, that was, and and here I am. I'm still, you know what I mean? I got to thank, I thank him, for everything he's done for me. And, you know what I mean? And, I'm not just, kissing ass, but you know what I mean? You got to kiss a little ass once in a while.
Do you consider yourself a nerd?
A nerd?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes, right?
Yeah.
I can be a nerd. I can nerd out a little bit. I mean, you guys are, you know what I mean? You guys are all cool looking in your own way. You know what I mean? You guys don't really look like
in our own way.
He just called y'all ugly with extra steps.
Yeah. Right. Here, Johnny, hold on, John. Let me go get you a Baby Ruth real quick.
Listen, you can tell I watch a lot of different shows with my girl and her mother, and you can tell the smart, like on forensics, whatever stuff, you can tell the smart guys, they look smart. And, a lot of times your smart people aren't that great looking. You know what I mean?
I get that.
We got a comment from Engelbert Humperdinck. Jack, Matt, look at Johnny. That's your future.
you might not like it, but this is peak performance.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I'm 52 years old, and this guy's what, 27,
28? Oh, sure. 28, approaching 29.
And I can't grow a beard. I wish I could grow a beard like that.
Oh, appreciate it. I've been growing this since like 16.
Even Christian's beard's nice, man. I mean, Jack's
mine's okay.
It's not.
Mine's
still better than mine.
Mine's still a little patchy here.
You guys are all under 30, right?
Well, I'm getting close, yeah, but
You're under 30.
Yeah, I'm under 30. We got to do a 30 for
I got
30
9
when,
more
when,
years to
when I
go.
hit it, though. That's just
But
a sports thing. I
but
mean.
yeah, you know what I mean. I just if
Have
this-
Johnny take you to the casino on your 30th.
yeah. Actually, you can go to a casino now at 20.
I've
Johnny
been
chauffeur.
eligible to go,
Yeah.
but he's gonna take me all to the best slot machines. He's gonna tell me what hits.
Listen, I try. What I try.
I want
to do,
Johnny to take me fishing.
I just try to survive at a
That's
casino,
that'd
right?
be nice.
If you do $2 a spin, $2.50 a spin, $2.40 a spin, even $3 a spin, you could sit there and have some fun for hours on them, you know, because you'll hit a little something. You're not going to hit, 10 G's, but you could just keep playing on them.
Not with that attitude.
No, dude.
That's what my girl says. She's like, you have to be more positive, and I'm like, okay,
Let's not
there
get
goes
him,
all the money.
let's not get him too excited. We don't need him running to a kid in the candy shop or even an arcade.
You know what I mean? And
Arcades
sometimes-
are
and I'll be
literally
honest,
casinos for
sometimes-
kids.
So here, I'm going to tell you guys this.
What do you
right?
think Chuck E. Cheese is, bro?
I
Casinos
go-
for kids, baby.
It's
I go-
100%. It's a Fisher Price casino,
You get them
bro.
all hopped
I
up
go-
on pizza
I
and
go to a
sugar.
lot of, listen, I'm not bragging, but I go to a lot of casinos. I mean, basically, it's Harrod.
That sounds like
Huge
bragging,
brag.
bro.
I think he's
Harrod,
bragging,
Trop,
dude.
and Caesars and
Proceeds
Parks
to
in
brag.
Pennsylvania. And now I go 90% of the time when I go, I'm sober, right? I walk through. You know what I mean? I walk through and I'm like, whatever. This is a casino. It's a casino. I'm looking around. It's a casino. Some people say, "Oh my God, look at this! You're in a suite. Wow, that's awesome!" And look at Caesar, the statues of Caesar all over the place, and all the machines and all the people and all the food. Gordon Ramsay's. You know, it's awesome to somebody who doesn't go through all the time, right? If you're in a casino once in a while, that's like a big deal. But when I take a gummy, I'll take a little piece of a gummy, and then I walk through the same casino, gummied up. Not completely stoned because I won't enjoy
all
it.
gummied up on a
like
Thursday,
buzzed,
dude.
slightly buzzed.
See, gummied up to me is hey,
Oh, that's well, that's my false teeth are coming out.
Jeez.
So I take the gummy, a piece of the gummy, not even a whole gummy, a little piece, and I take like little quarters of it, and then I walk through the same casino, and I'm like, holy shit. This is fucking, even though I'm in Atlantic City and you look out the window and
Johnny's
it's,
riding cloud nine.
it's somewhat of a ghetto in some spots, and it's still it is what it is, but I'm like, holy cow, this is pretty cool. Lights, all the lights and everything going
All
on.
baked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I
hell
mean?
yeah,
So then
dude.
and then I sit at a machine and I just do like, $2.40 a spin and try to make it last. And some people do a little more and their money goes a little faster, and then you know what I mean? And then
Do you think you're a better gambler when you're all burgered up, or
you know what? I think I think I may be a little better. Because I'm concentrating a little more, and I'm like, and I won't do something stupid. Well, I would be more inclined to make a larger bet when I'm sober than when I'm coming up. So I might, yes.
Johnny's looking at the table like,
Oh man,
so
seeing colors,
Yeah.
baby. He's put it on red.
So I might be better off gummied up.
yeah, so if Johnny's not high at the casino, he's probably going to lose all of his money.
You know, it might be the better case because we're probably all paranoid to put the bet down in the
No,
first
but
place.
no. See, that's why I only take a little piece, because if I take the whole gummy, I'll be fucking
You'd be
absolutely
tripping.
paranoid, and then you know what I mean. I don't like that.
Are you going to do the
Yeah.
same thing when you go fishing?
Am I going to take a gummy? No. I'm not going to. I'm going to
You
fish.
get too dry mouth.
Yeah,
You'll get
yeah,
too
I'm gonna
hot.
fish,
You'll
yeah.
pass
And then
out.
I want a cigar. I was actually thinking about smoking a cigar the other day, but I
Jeez.
stopped myself.
Smoking a
Alright,
cigar
so-
with
because
cotton
you
now?
know why? You know the only reason I
Hell
didn't
no.
smoke a cigar.
Hell no.
I was going to smoke a cigar, and the only reason I didn't smoke a cigar was because
Did
of
you
Mike.
chain smoked him?
Mike, because I didn't want Mike to smell, because I know he's stopped smoking so long ago. Mike,
I didn't even know he did. Yeah.
he stopped smoking cigars like longer than me, and I'm coming up on like well over a year, and I didn't want him to smell the cigar
Right.
smoke. So
John's
him to
new
get
name is
flashbacks.
Gizmo. Do not give him a gummy. Do not get him wet after midnight. And definitely don't give him a cigar because he's gonna start chain smoking them some bitches.
Silver Knight Kyle just called Johnny the Gummy Care Bear.
Gummy Care Bear. Oh my god.
so yeah, I mean you could.
Levi Patterson just commented, Johnny giving away all my poker tricks, damn it.
Get all gummied up.
If but as far as but Levi, I can't smoke it. If I smoke it, then I'll be absolutely it'll be I'll be off the rails. It's especially
I want to know what off the rails looks like for you, though.
it's
No, you don't.
I mean,
I see him. I see him
say,
normal. I think
people say
speaking
when
of
I
show,
see
dude.
when I was out there drunk, high, doing drugs, people were like, how were you? You know what I mean? I'm like, well, I wasn't violent. I wasn't nasty. I was funny. Of course, I was very annoying. You know what I mean? I was annoying.
You were
people.
like
You're
most
annoying
Hollywood
sober.
And
celebrities.
people, you know, I'm like, do I annoy people sometimes? Well, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little.
You got it.
You know what I mean? Because
gotta tell a
first of
story.
all, if you know, I have, you know, it's no secret, but I have anxiety, and so my anxiety. People say, you know, your fucking anxiety. You know, I walk around with anxiety, but my anxiety gives other people anxiety. You know what I mean?
Oh
See, I'm all stressed out right now, just sitting next to you, bro.
Oh man.
So it's like, you know what I mean? My shit. I mean, I can live with my anxiety. I don't even need to take any medication. But you know, everybody that has to be around me, you know, might suffer a little bit, but it's all good.
The fact that I don't know how I feel that you even came to that conclusion about yourself. Bro, like, are you okay?
No, I have definitely, you know, everybody's a little crazy in this world, but you know, some people are a
Little
smidge crazier than others.
Yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
sure.
So and I try to keep it, I know I'm a little I'm wackadoodle, but I try to go to work. I try not to piss anybody off too bad. I try to do the right thing most of the time.
Yeah, keep trying, John.
And
You're doing a great job.
I mean, you know, for somebody like me, I can't hear on this side. You know what I mean? And that's kind of a big deal. And does it stop me from going out and having fun? No. I mean, I go out and I do, you know, and I.
Silver Knight Kyle.
But what's fun?
Just commented, Johnny, the very definition of high anxiety.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And then Thomas Bowman, I just had a panic attack listening to you, bro.
That's what he does. He makes other people anxious. That's his specialty. If Johnny can get paid,
And I think your girlfriend just called you a gremlin. Yeah, Tara just called you a gremlin. And then Danielle replied, don't feed after midnight.
Yeah, so
What
like,
was that, a fucking door creaking open?
but listen, I got news for you. But when I'm relaxed and I feel okay, and my anxiety is like under control, I could be semi-funny.
it's a sight to see. I can't wait.
But the when I'm worked up and I'm revved up, it's, you know, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
On a separate note, I don't mean to completely
Do you guys
derail
want
this
to talk about
subject.
superheroes?
Oh yeah, at the superhero store.
It's not like you work at the most famous comic book store in the world.
I mean, I think we should have like the one right up the street, the Comic Crypt. They actually have a hearse, right? They have a hearse.
I don't know, but this show is brought to you by Celexa, represented here by Johnny.
Dyslexa.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I mean, and I let people, you know, make fun of me. You know what I mean? And it's, see, if I got upset every time somebody made fun of me, I'd be fighting fucking everybody. You know what I mean?
That is
Ground
true.
and pound, Johnny. You'd have
you know,
Johnny
better
would be
than
throwing
UFC.
heads
And
every
it's all
single
in
day.
good Some people say I'm easy to pick on because
What'd you say about the Punisher?
I'm easy pickings.
Well, you don't really like when someone rags on you, you just laugh it off. Like you don't really like go back.
Well,
or
you
at
know,
least from what I've
honestly,
seen.
in my life, you know, I'm not saying I'm big. He's big. He's a big guy. I'm not.
You
I'm
talking
like,
shit right now?
I'm not.
Wait, who are you
small-
talking about?
I'm talking about Christian. Christian's a big guy.
What are you trying to
2
say
weeks in a
about
row,
Christian,
bro. He's here.
So 2 weeks in a row, you just
He's a
messing
big
with
guy.
me.
I'm not big. I'm 200.
You want me to throw out your garbage, master?
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
260, and I'd say he's a little bigger than that. And
You know what? Fuck you guys. Oh, I'm going
oh
home.
my god, what are you kidding me? What is he pissed about? He needs a break.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
So,
Yo, Johnny just knows how to piss people off, bro. That's
listen,
what he does
so
best,
and not that I'm that big, but my size has gotten me out of a few, you know, situations.
well, you're a broad guy. Yeah.
And I look like, and I don't look like I can't fight. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah, sure. This is because that's what we do here. We fight. We fight
No, I'm
everybody.
not talking about-
We fight
I'm not
crime,
talking about- I'm
John,
saying
with
I-
justice.
Listen. Some people say that, I look a little, I can kick a little bit of butt. And have I had fights in my life? Yeah, I've had some fights. Have I lost some fights? Sure, I lost a lot of fights. Did I win some fights? I won some fights. You know what I mean?
But not as many as the ones you lost.
Well, what's as far as street fights go? I'm going to ask you, Matt, how many street fights have you been at? Real street fights have you been in?
And your bum fights don't count,
My
Johnny.
bump fights don't count. Well, I haven't really been in a fight post being an adult. I don't want to go to jail.
I got my knees to worry about.
I mean, I said I'm fairly agile, and but
Yeah, you
It's
look like
not-
you're a little scrapper. You'd
David and Goliath, right?
well, no. I mean, I don't. You know what I mean? How about you?
Full stop.
Well, like Matt said, probably when in high
Well,
school.
you're only 21 years old,
Yeah,
though.
you're right. You're right. Street fights. Three.
Three.
right. Christian, how about you?
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about that?
It's been a little while, but I've always been this kind of tall since high school, mainly. So
that got you out of a lot of situations.
it did. It was because it's kind of hard to fight someone when you have to look down to the opponent. For the most part, they're like, "Oh, you want to fight? Yeah, okay, cool."
Yeah, you know what I mean. See, that's good. And you're and if you're not a jerk, you're not just gonna, And I would actually. I was in a few fights where I would, I knocked somebody down one shot, and they were on the ground. And did I kick them? No. My friends were like, "Yo, man, kick him while he's." No, I don't do that. If they want to get back up, I'll hit them again. And
That's their poor decision.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
All right, I got a scenario for you then. All right, let's say it's a Monday. Me and you here. No, Matt's even here too.
Oh,
You're sitting right behind. You're sitting right here, bagging and boarding some books. I'm behind the counter. Customer comes in, homeless guy from the west side. Comes in. I'm behind the counter. I don't know. Grabs me behind the desk and just starts wailing on me. What do you do? When you're sitting right here, you got the perfect view from the door.
How homeless is he?
That's
gonna let him
that's
pummel Jack?
actually no.
How homeless is he?
No, that's a good question though, because Red Bank homeless is a different level of homeless. You got to
we have high
understand.
class homeless. You know what I mean?
Do we though?
Or like the one guy that came in here, he was talking shit to you, then he comes over and grabs my hand.
Oh yeah, so I don't think that guy was homeless though.
No,
I think he was just
he
whacked
wasn't homeless,
out.
but he was definitely.
So to tell this quick story, and I don't know if
And
you
I
heard
laughed,
this.
I
Matt.
laughed that one
No,
off.
this is new. This
So
is
Now,
fresh
you
for me.
I think he would have got excited. He would have got a little bit excited.
I was getting a little heated at some point. So I'll tell you. So the other day, was it a Monday or it was a Monday?
It was
right?
Monday.
Solomon
Yeah,
Grundy,
it was a
baby.
Monday.
Born on a Monday.
Hell yeah. I was thinking of Johnny as Solomon Grundy from the last pod we did. But anyway, so I'm at the front counter. Johnny's back here. And, this guy comes in and, a lot of people come in and they're excited, about the store, of course. But then, there's always a limit when, someone just steps over that, that line.
He definitely was it a habitual line crosser.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm sitting behind the counter and the guy comes up to me. He's like, "So are you Silent J or are you Bob?" And I'm like, I'm neither. He's like, "So what's your name?" I'm like, "I'm Jack." He's like, "They got a nickname for you here?" I'm like, "No, I mean, Jack is, usually a pretty simple name as it is." He was like, "Oh," he's like, "Well, I think they should call you Harry." I'm like, "Okay, Harry for what?" "Oh, Harry Nutsack." So I look at him. I'm like, Harry Nutsack.
Is that Ben Dover's cousin?
Probably, dude.
Is that Phil McCracken's uncle?
So he's like, "Yeah,
It's
what's
the
up?"
whole unfortunate family.
Is that Anita Moorcock?
So this guy comes in, so he's screaming in here. There's like 15, there's like 20, I mean not 20, like 10 to 15 people in here. "Yo, what's up, Harry Nutsack?" "Oh, that's what they used to call me."
He was a little special, I think, but
So he's screaming it. And then he somehow and then I kind of just like, all right, yeah, like, cool, bud. So I kind of sets him off, and then he comes back here, and you can explain this.
comes back and he's like, "Hey," he walks right here, and I'm like, "How you doing?" I'm looking, I said, "How are you?" And he's like, he goes to shake my hand, and I I did, and I put my hand out, and he's squeezing it, and he's like really squeezing it, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'm not getting crazy, but I'm just trying to pull my hand back, and he wouldn't let go, and I'm like, where's this? I said, where the hell is this going? And so he finally let go, and then the guy, he was like, can you take a picture of me? So he grabs a sign right there if you plan to shoplift, and he puts it right here. I take a picture with his phone. I said, that's you want to buy the sign? He's like, no, I just want the picture. And I'm like, the guy comes in, messes with you, messes with me, doesn't buy anything. I don't mind if you bust my chops or bust our chops.
No, right, yeah, but sure.
And then buy something.
Yeah,
$10 to browse, right?
Yeah, I mean,
$10 to ball bust.
Yeah.
that way. I mean, something. And then he walked, and then he left. But whatever. I haven't seen him since. So that was like what, 2 weeks ago?
Like a week ago,
About a week ago?
almost 2 weeks
Do you
ago.
think that guy was high out of his mind and then realized what he said to you?
He could have been.
And was like,
up.
I can't ever show my face in there
Was he
again.
high out of his mind, or was Johnny on another gummy?
Both.
No,
if I came to work gummied up, I don't know what would happen. That would be.
He'd have a normal day.
Oh, that's like oh my God. Remember when you took the CBD seltzer, bro?
Yes, I drank a seltzer, and supposedly they're not supposed to have any freaking cannabis in it, or not cannabis, but a THC. But I'm telling you, I felt a little something, and I felt a little, not like a gummy, but I felt I was like, do I feel like talking shit?
Yeah.
No, I better not.
Yeah.
I just love the idea of you having a little Johnny where it's like the devil and the angel on your shoulders. Nah, talk shit. No, don't talk shit.
Yeah.
Engelbert Humperdinck has a comment. Everyone picks on Johnny, but at a moment's notice, he picked me up at 6 a.m. to take me to the airport simply out of kindness. Someone says you're nice.
I know.
I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that bullshit.
Humperdinck is. I know who Humperdinck is.
Did he sign your dashboard when he left?
It was. I think
We don't say his actual name on here, okay?
I think that's a code name.
Yeah, it's a code name. Let's just leave it at that.
Humperdinck.
You know what I think we should do right now, though?
A little bit of top five.
Top five.
Top five.
Top
five.
five?
Top
But
five.
Top
But a different
five?
top five.
Stop five! Stop five! Stop five! Yeah! Stop five! Stop five! Stop five! Yeah! Stop five!
Soups here. Getting preparation for some new movies, hopefully some new stores. That's some stores. Stories. This came in yesterday, I believe. This is brand new.
This
here
came in
the
today,
store.
actually.
This came in today.
Yep,
Okay,
today.
no kidding. I wasn't here today for the most part of the day, but tell me a little bit about it, if you would.
Or why don't we explain why this top five is a little different?
I was going to
Oh,
say.
it is a little bit different. Generally, we do the comics,
Yes.
Top five, but today we're going to do our 5 of our favorite items in the store.
Favorite items in the store. Yeah. And I did not get the chance to read any of the newer issues, so I would have done a top 5. But yes, so we're going to do statues and figures that are in the store. First one up, Superman. Yeah, that one came in today. I don't have too much information on it. I think that statue goes for, Mike, if you're listening, and if I get this wrong, I'm sorry, but I think it's a $60 piece. If you're interested, call the store tomorrow. We could ship it to you. Call the store whenever. And bada bing.
Just like the Kryptonian S on his chest. Let's hope you're right, Jack.
Yes.
It's not an S.
It's not nice.
All right.
Not an S.
Number 2.
What do you
Actually,
got?
give Johnny one. Where's the
Here,
J and
we'll do these, John.
Okay.
We got a band name suggestion from Silver Knight Kyle, or at least I assume this is
Sure.
Gummy Johnny and the Weekday Clerks.
I like that.
All right. Check these out. These are cool.
Those are great.
I've seen so many figures in the last 10 years, and they've had figures for the last 20 years, I think. All different kinds. So many different kind of figures, but these are just nice little figures.
Nice little figure.
Nice.
Nice little figure. That's a great way to put it, John. I believe they retail for $9.99 each.
That sounds close.
They can be bought together, and you can buy as many as we have in the store. They are fantastic toy gift collectible for anyone out there in that realm.
Nice.
So, hey, real quick. So the statue for the Superman that we just clarified is not $60. It is $150.
All right, Jack. I don't like when it starts. You're gonna start scrolling Indeed later when you get home, buddy.
But the flesh wound.
So that's why.
Just put a flesh wound.
Listen, usually we have price tags on these things. All right, like our next item right here.
Yes.
All right, this we've had for a little while in store, but this guy, we have a couple of these, and he needs a home.
I don't know.
We got 3 of these bad boys. This is actually 150.
Look at that. It has a price on it too.
See,
Got the price tag.
that's what messed me up.
He
before.
won't give Zabzak a heart attack when he listens back.
Yeah, these retail for 150. I think we got 3 more in store here. Yeah, we've had these for a little bit. I mean, who doesn't love Adam West?
You know, I was shopping at a little known store called FYE fairly recently. It was in I think the Ocean County Mall, which they had the Burt Ward Robin to match it, which I had never seen any of these until this one came through. And the next thing I know, I'm walking into an FYE, which in most cases it might as well be a coffin of an entertainment store. But it's just a fantastic piece. The detail is impeccable. Anyone looking to build on your collection, I highly recommend this piece here.
We got a comment from Engelbert. Statues 150, signed by Johnny, $60.
yeah, that's what I meant to say actually.
Poor soup.
Signed by Johnny. That statue's $60. Super.
I'll take it.
I bet you would, motherfucker.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, yeah, that's
Signed
that's
by
Adam
me,
West.
$10.
That would be the 4th item. So item
Yes.
5 brings us to the election year, which you got 420 and 24 here. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, not to get political, but who is it going to be? Is it going to be Biden? Is it going to be Trump? Well, what about your classic duo, Jay and Silent Bob? How about that, guys? You can get these as well as pins.
Well, the way that Johnny's holding it says A and Lent Bob.
A and Lent, Sugar Pops.
There you go. Jay and Silent Bob.
We got yard signs and
they
pins.
would actually get a lot of votes. I want to. I mean, they probably wouldn't win, but they would get a.
Didn't
fucking
Kanye
lot of
write his
votes.
name in the last election? I'm pretty sure you can just write your name in the ballot if you are serious about it.
We got another comment signed by Jack. You get it for free, and he owes you $5.
Oh my God.
That was like, what was that? What was that? Half Baked. Remember Half Baked?
Yeah.
When the woman brings Kenny Loggins album in, and she wants to sell it, and what Jim Brewer's working in there. She's like, I don't know if it was Kenny Loggins, but she's like, I need $40 for this album. And she's like, and it's signed by Kenny Loggins. He's like, 40. He's like, all right, I'll give you 30 because it's signed. Actually, Kenny Loggins is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, if you order anything online and Johnny ships it, you might find his signature on there somewhere, even if he didn't
sometimes
ask
I just
for
randomly sign
Which
it.
I will argue that I know that Mike is like, don't do that. Please continue to do that.
It's a favorite thing of mine. When I come in on a Tuesday and Mike's yelling at Johnny because Johnny signed something behind his back. I don't know. Sorry, Mike.
Or-
It
Listen,
warms my
if it's the $150 the Batman Adam West statue, no, you don't sign that.
Or no, the best is when you look at the DVD racks and you're looking at Chasing Amy and none of them are signed.
Cohey.
All you just see is Johnny Cohey.
So the one, wait, I got a little Carmax on my lip. Okay. The 2 that I signed Cousin Johnny, right? They were the Chasing Amy standards. I think they were standards.
They're standard
Blu-rays.
DVDs. I think they sat for about 4 months after that.
No, it wasn't. I was going to say it wasn't 4 months.
It was
like
like 3.
It took
Oh,
like
that's why we have those dollar DVD days.
it took like a month, but they went.
Let's go with
They
that.
went.
I'll buy that for $1.
For $1. But
So you guys are getting into this, right? I mean, you can't just sit here a few times and be like, fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? It takes. This is like our pilot. Like I was saying, this is our pilot, and I say we're doing okay. They may ask us to come back.
They may
Probably
They may
not,
ask
though.
us to kindly but firmly to leave.
It's Kristen. You've seen a lot of podcasts.
Yes, I have.
How are we doing?
I'd give you a solid 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun.
I can. Live
I mean,
with
I'm
that.
also
Not
here.
bad, right?
You know what I mean? That's. I mean, I was thinking a little less than that. I was going to give us like a 7.5,
A
but
solid 4, something like
we're
that.
doing better than that.
We just got to
Nobody's-
come up with the name for y'all, because like usually for us it's just the Live from the Secret Stash crew, and I know I've suggested Burnt Toast for y'all, but we need like you guys need your own squad name.
Well, you know, to name, you know, something like, what do we say? The stirring the pod.
Stirring the pod. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mike's
something-
suggestion.
You know, so many people have just started commenting. They're like, "Yo, I got a Johnny autograph on some shit too."
Yeah, that was not planned by
Like,
the store.
do I get my $4.99 back?
There are, I believe, there's a no refund policy for signed by Johnny.
I remember the albums.
No,
The
Johnny
albums.
will actually buy it back from you
Yes,
himself.
I will, and then
Buyback program.
I will sell it on eBay for even less.
You should be paying a crazy amount in fees there, brother.
That's what happens when you go to the track and you bet on every horse.
Oh man,
You know,
You
and
can
sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
you can take the kid out of the track, but you can't take the track out of the kid.
That's it.
So as far as news segments goes, or as far as the business goes, isn't Chris Campana coming to the stash sometime next month?
Oh yes,
I think it's on the 30th.
I think
the
you're right.
Saturday, 3:30.
Yes.
And
Yep.
then I've got a couple Smodcastle announcements here as well. The Father's Promise event coming up this weekend is going to be an absolute blast for anyone in town. There's going to be a movie. There's going to be a band. There's just going to be a whole lot of fun. Unfortunately, the Fat Man Beyond podcast was postponed. The date is yet to be determined. However, in place of that, our movie of the week currently this week is The Warriors. If anyone's looking to come out and play, that's all I've got
What about
for
the
you
bottles, right?
as
Do you
far
have
as
the
the news
bottles?
segments
The
go.
bottles?
You thought you could just slyly just get away with that, you motherfucker.
You just made
Yeah, I did.
that up.
That was
yeah.
pretty goddamn
Thank you,
good.
appreciate that.
We just need the bottles, right? Like this.
Just come out to play. I don't know about y'all, but I
was
fucking
bigger.
I fucking love that movie. So you will catch me at Smodcastle.
You
Yeah,
know-
we
you know
have
who
it
was in
from
that movie,
today
right?
through Sunday.
You know Luther was in that movie. What's happening, Luther?
No, that movie is fucking great.
Remember 48 Hours when Eddie Luther? You guys know who Luther was. Remember fucking Luther from 48 Hours? He was also Sully in Commando.
Yep.
She was like, "What happened to Sully?" He's like, "I let him go. I let him go." You know. Oh, that's Stallone.
Stallone, yeah, he's
Arnie.
slipping into
That was Stallone?
he's slipping into
That was
his.
Stallone. That's my Stallone.
Was that Stallone on
If it
gummies?
smells like if it smells like Stallone, leave it alone.
What do you think Stallone smells like?
Oh, he probably smells good, man.
I don't know,
I
but
smell his armpit.
I heard
You
had his-
said that with the utmost quickness,
Yeah,
bro.
he did.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
Oh, he's I was watching. Well, my girl and her mother wouldn't watch this, but the Rambo from like 2008, which was something special. I mean, the body parts were just flying. I mean, literally
Oh,
flying.
man.
I want
was
that
awesome.
on the DVD quote. Body parts flying. Johnny Williams.
Definitely. And he's making another Rambo where he has a big beard and stuff. But
I'm pretty sure he came out recently. He pushed Ryan Gosling to replace if they were to ever reboot Rambo. But I'm pretty sure he's probably fairly busy this Oscar season, getting ready to sing "I'm Just Ken." For anyone,
That's right. He's going to sing it at the Oscars.
anyone interested, the Oscar award season is coming up soon. If you're not in the SAG union like Johnny, definitely
I am.
go find
should I
those
show you my
movies.
card? Would you like to see my card?
We saw your
No,
Social
because it's
Security
got
number.
very sensitive information on it. Thank you very much.
Was that my Amex or was that my freaking Screen Actors
You didn't even
Guild
know.
card?
You didn't even know what card you're pulling out, John. You're showing everybody your intimate details. Of
This
your
is my
life.
SAG card. That's your Social Security card, you numbnuts.
You know you shouldn't keep your social in your wallet. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Do you,
dude.
John, do you, Johnny?
No,
That's been like life lesson number 3, dude.
I have one of those special wallets.
He's pulling it out. He's taking his
I
credentials.
remember
out
a couple
again.
weeks back, but I had so much in my wallet that it was literally like this. I couldn't even close it.
What with all the bread you got in your wallet?
It was. I've never seen anything like it.
A baker's dozen.
Danielle says, "Hope Johnny never meets Stallone. He'll just go up and sniff him."
Actually, I heard Stallone had his daughters.
Is I of course would I like to meet? I'm not starstruck because actually over the years I've seen a few people,
Just a couple.
quite a few people.
Sure.
And I know some people see me and they get a little starstruck sometimes, but there's no need. You know
I heard
what I mean?
he recently had his daughters trained by Navy SEALs.
Yeah, that's
before
what I heard.
I'm pretty sure he's got 2 or 3 kids, and they recently, I think, moved to the city, New York City to be specific. And before they moved on location, he had them trained by I don't know if it was active or retired Navy SEAls, but
Yeah, I think they would have to be retired.
self-defense, right?
I mean, like, yeah, that makes sense to me. Oddly enough, like if you said that just for like any casual person, I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
No, I mean, when you're talking about, Sly, you're talking about one of the biggest guys from the 80s, he makes sure he goes out there and he protects. Unfortunately, rest in peace, Carl Weathers no longer with us. Another icon of the 80s.
I love them. Chubbs.
It's all in the hips.
So I mean Apollo Creed or Chubbs, right? It's either one. And so I'm watching. You guys should watch if you haven't seen Lionheart with Van Damme. I
haven't seen that in a long time.
That's my favorite. Van Damme's made a lot of cheesy, decent movies, but Lionheart is something because at the last fight he's fighting Attila, and his buddies, the guy that trained him, the guy that the black dude, and he goes,
"He's got a name, Johnny."
Oh God, Jesus, bro!
It was a dude.
You could have just said that he was a guy.
So he goes, so he's like, "Stay down, lion, stay down." He's like, I made us a deal. It's all on Attila. 50-50 all the way. It's all on Attila. And Van Damme is beat. I mean, he's wrecked. And he looks up at him and he goes, "Wrong bet." And he whoops him, right? He whoops the Attila.
You definitely cried, didn't you?
I was.
You cried at the end of Lionheart.
I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't. Like I said, I didn't get misty eyed in Armageddon. I actually did. So I'm like,
so you're just accepting and owning up to it now?
Bruce Willis,
like there's no hiding.
Is Bruce Willis that good of an actor, or is it Liv Tyler? Maybe she's.
Maybe it was just a star-studded cast with a great.
Why can't both be true?
Right.
She's. I remember I was in a Ziegfeld theater, and she was like literally like where the hats are. That's where she was sitting next to Ben, and I was like right here in the theater, and she was like, she's I think she's a little bigger now, but she's a beautiful girl. She really was.
Engelbert says Johnny only cries when his hearing aid battery dies.
Oh, but listen, Engelbert, these are the hearing aids I'm wearing now are special.
They're called his selective hearing.
Your girl Tara says, "I think Johnny needs some homework for the next pod. Maybe read one comic book."
Johnny bought his first comic book a couple weeks ago.
He can't open that one though. He can't read it.
It's slabbed.
No, we should get you like a trade. Get Mike.
When I first started this job, Mike gave me a trade to take home and read, and I did. I tried to read some of it, and I read some of it. You know what I mean? And
Christian, what do you think if Johnny read The Authority? You think he would like The Authority?
Ease him in a little
remember,
more.
I don't think so. I think especially saying what he loves about Punisher, I think we got to stay street level.
Right.
So I think
Fair.
if anything, maybe
It's
something
Punisher
on
or if
that.
any Midnight Suns, maybe even that direction.
And actually,
It doesn't even have to be Punisher, by the way. It could just be like anything where it's a little more.
and Deadpool's
grounded.
Deadpool's
And I
a
say
little
that with
too
quotes.
sarcastic, right? He's a little
He's
too sarcastic.
phenomenal.
Mike will find you a
that is-
trade.
Yeah.
Perfect for you, dude. Just wait.
And maybe, you know what I mean? And just to read. I don't read. The last book I read was in high school. I'd hate to say it, but you have to fucking read.
if you read if you read a comic book, that's not true.
I read through it. I mean, I didn't finish it, but I mean,
He glanced at the pictures in the book.
An actual book, right? Like of Mice and Men or what the hell?
Like
Great
just
book.
nothing
Animal
with no
Farm?
pictures.
That's
in it.
that's a nice book.
Curious George. Was it Furious George or
Curious George.
Furious George.
That, however, was
Wait a second.
wonderful spinoff. It's a chimpanzee angry throughout his day commuting.
The man in the yellow hat killed my father.
He took my bushel of bananas.
So, you know what I mean? So reading is good, not just looking at your fucking phone whenever you can't think of something, you just Google it. That's bullshit. I used to be really, 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 really good at movie trivia. And now it's just, and right, Jack, when we're trying to figure something out, don't I say, please don't Google it yet?
I will give you that.
I'll
Yeah, Johnny does not
I can
use his
attest to that
phone.
as well. Johnny is
Yeah.
like the Rain Man of movie trivia. Don't let him fool you. He's got
I
it.
wish I was Rain Man in a casino though.
All
right.
right.
but like, what, is it about like anything in particular, or is it just in general movie knowledge?
Just you know what? If we're ever gonna do something on here, it would have to be just general movie.
Just the
knowledge.
actor?
Because just the how about the year the actor was born?
You would just know it.
Not all. I know Snoop Dogg's birthday because it's really close to mine, and it's I think
And y'all have your letter correspondence.
yeah, I think and some people and some birthdays I know like but as far as movies, that should be if
That would be fun if we
If
did
this
one.
ever
we do get
happens,
picked
if
up,
this
if
ever
we get-
happens again, we will
if it
open.
ever happens again, if we get picked up, which I doubt.
No, that would be actually a good idea. Next time we do this, have Johnny.
You guys versus us in trivia.
Yeah, or have
That's
or
it.
at
I mean,
least
sure.
it could just be and it could be if you guys do superhero movies, of course you're going to beat me up, but you know what I mean. I can
yeah. We should get
Silver Knight Kyle. It's okay to be Rain Man, just not Simple Jack. Don't go full.
Never go. I am.
Oh, that was that's Tropic Thunder was something special.
I am Sam. Came home empty-handed.
I am Sam. That was what's his name, right? That was
Robert
Sean
Downey.
Penn.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Ben Stiller. I actually just watched the director's cut at Smodcastle recently, and it is phenomenal. Tom Cruise's best role, hands down, is Les
so
Grossman.
good.
Listen. You guys think about some of the best movies that were ever made, right? Maybe or I'm going to say comedies, right? Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers. Meet the whatever. There's 3 of them. I
Pick a
think.
movie, any movie.
No, listen. But how uncomfortable Ben Stiller and De Niro? How awkward and uncomfortable did they make each other? Right? It was like the whole movie was about
They'll
feeling
out weird each other.
yes, and it was a hit. It worked because it was like total what the hell's in that? What's the word I'm looking for? But it was what I mean. It was so if you awkward situations, the right awkward situation, people like to see that.
I think
Yeah, it's
Why
called
don't we call
cringe.
this
I think
podcast
so.
An
awkward
entire genre,
situation?
dude.
I think it was Charlie Chaplin that said often a lot of situations from far away are very funny, but as they become closer and in your face, they are a little bit
That's
sadder.
true. That makes
and,
sense.
in that regard. I don't want to mess up the quote entirely, but it's something along those lines.
I mean, that's interesting because I mean, I'm one of those people that definitely kind of uses gallows humor to kind of ease myself into a situation. So I'm wondering, I don't know. Johnny just said something that made me actually think, and I'm very confused
yes,
about it.
yes. Christian, you're working on. Oh, you're always working on some sort of movie or some sort of something, right?
Yeah, but
the,
I mean,
the whole fucking movie an awkward situation.
it's
I'm
true.
serious. I'm
It
serious, and
is.
people will pay to fucking see that. I mean, if you have the right people, doing it.
See, but also it depends on what your definition of awkward is. Because for me, I would then consider Gone Girl a very awkward movie because that's just. Yeah, how do you explain that, buddy? It's just increasingly
Gone
like
Girl?
it's weird.
That was
Gone Girl.
wildly out
That
of
was
left field.
that
though.
was
I
that
mean,
wasn't a
Oh, I
comedy.
know.
Yeah.
It's not a comedy.
No.
I mean, it's a little funny.
dark comedy at best.
Look at what he
Yeah.
did to Neil Patrick Harris. It's fucking hilarious.
Or even fucking Harold and Kumar, right? They fucking Kumar went to fucking Freehold Township High School.
And How
No
High.
shit.
Yeah,
They went to respectively one that went to each, or he went doubled at both.
No, I
he
think
went to both. He started at Howell and allegedly hated it so much and then went to
You know,
Freehold.
I started at Manalapan. I was in a program for law enforcement at the time, and the commute was so bad that I went back to Howell. Maybe I should have did it in the opposite fashion, but Howell's a very all right program. It's a nice school.
Yeah, I can't talk too much shit. Most of my shit talking comes from the fact that when I was in middle school, they didn't tell the artsy film kid that there was an artsy film program at Howell High School. So on the last day of school, my friend's like, "Hey, will I see you in the film program?" "Yeah, sure you will." Goes home, Googles it, just what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just bad.
You know what I mean? So listen, so you guys, I try to give, I might be all over the place a lot, but you
Right.
got to pop up an idea every once in a while. You know what I mean? Even Michael say that I come up with a decent idea every once in a while, right?
You do. Every once in a while.
Every
yeah.
once in a
Christian, I
while.
don't
I'm
like
not going
that
to say all
face,
the
man.
time because it's not all the time.
Engelbert, the law enforcement for what? The Lollipop Guild?
Hey, man.
Well, I'll tell you, that
buddy.
guy, I mean, is it safe to say his name now?
No,
No,
not
the
yet.
Wicked Witch of the East will be forever remembered. That was a heinous crime.
That was so fucked up. Jesus Christ.
You know
I
what
just
mean?
saw it and I don't know what it was. It was just like, oh my God, please.
People
no.
people like to gamble, people like gangsters, people like awkward situations, people like you got to go on
Look at
what
The
people-
Office. It's the show.
It's the most
Awkward situation.
show
Yeah.
ever. Michael Scott, Steve Carell specializes in being awkward. It's painfully awkward at times.
That's why that first season is just no go for me. I just can't, after the first season of The Office, I'm like, okay, this is watchable.
What season did Steve Carell leave?
Was it at 8?
8? No.
Or was it?
They only go up to 7 seasons, The Office.
We have Google.
I think
do
he was
have
only up
Google.
to 5. And
Don't Google it.
I thought it.
I think it
Don't
was, I
Google
thought
it,
it was
Johnny.
only,
Do you know the answer?
No,
I was
you
about
can
to
tell me
say,
the answer
I only
right
watched
now, yeah.
I only watched The Office a few times. I'll be honest.
I think there's 7 seasons, and he left in the
He left this.
9 seasons.
There is 9
9.
seasons. Yeah, he
Damn
left-
it. Okay, so he left in the 7th. Then you're right. You were right.
Yeah, and then Ed Helms, I think, took over as the boss there.
No.
Now, you guys,
he did.
The
Yeah,
Hangover?
yeah.
Now,
And
you
Will
guys-
Ferrell came in for a little.
Well, they
bit.
had a few intermittent, but by the 9th season, Ed Helms had completely
Right.
taken over. He had a lot more fame with the Hangover movies coming out.
Well, Dwight. No, I thought Dwight had full
Dwight is
hang
the-
of the
Ed Helms still takes
Dunder
over.
Mifflin.
Dunder Mifflin. Isn't he the assistant to the assistant regional manager?
Yes, yes. But I think I think the last episode he is the regular.
When it's all said and
manager,
done, we
yeah.
can go home and we could debate this all night. We'll just have to rewatch the series.
We're just gonna have to rewatch the entire Office. Yeah,
So it was. Did we have a grand opening and a grand closing?
probably.
I should have brought confetti.
We'll see.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, we could wrap this up here if unless you guys have anything other
Cool,
segments
man.
or,
I'm good.
or news.
Christian, that was all right. That was cool.
It was all right.
Is
I'm not smelling
See, but
burnt
listen,
toast.
Everybody, hey, listen. I gave the idea of awkward situation in a movie. Make it work, happen, weird,
Yeah.
right? Something.
By the way, I do just want to say, copyright to the Furious George. I'm definitely making that a comic book at some point.
Yeah, that's
That's so fucking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say.
And,
all right, people.
And anything that was on our top 5, if you want it, call up the store. It's not going to be on our website. I think these will be on our website, but everything else won't. So if you're interested in anything, just call up the store and we'll ship it to you.
the button
And
the sticker are on
and-
the website.
And the
That's not on the website.
Oh.
But yes, but you can. I'll ship you anything you need.
And maybe he'll sign it.
and he'll sign it. So all right, that's
all right,
it.
guys. That was all right.
Yeah, no,
That was it.
that was
it.
almost painless. Thank you for having me.
Almost.
Almost. It's your host Matt. This is the lovely John and Jack.
Oh,
Jack,
well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey kids, we're live at the secret stash with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's a hella bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat and we're gonna smash. Come on in and I assure you that we're open. Shoe polish on our signs cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bring in all the big guns when we coming through. Welcome to the stage. Come on. know, we love is the sacred thing.